Let's begin here. You should see somebody wearing Crocs. If you've ever watched that film Idiocracy, you should have yourself a laugh. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take the information I just spoon-fed you and cross-reference the two. In other words, plug in the keywords into Google, and you should come up with an answer, which is laughable. Now, if you have assumptions about me, I don't support ICE. I fight for human rights. But most people don't understand what's what. By the way, my sister's Mexican. My nephews are Mexican, in case you have assumptions. Here's what I left on here. Aha! I'm glad I recorded 2 of these. My other comment disappeared. It was at the top of the stack. It is no longer at the top of the stack. And what it stated is ICE would not exist. In other words, what took place in Germany would not have existed if you and I were surrounded by smart people. But TikTok, Zionist TikTok, fascist TikTok, is still removing my comments when I comment on people's posts, unless I reach out to somebody, which is why I did so. As it reads, how many Trump supporters does it take to change a light bulb? None. Trump just says he fixed it, and they all stand around cheering in the dark. And it might as well say in their Crocs, because 7,474 people thought that sounded good, because 7,474 people saw this. 1,192 circulated this. 49,000 have seen this post, because it's useless. Meanwhile, people who wax poetic about presidents are in fact reinforcing the Hegelian dialectic, which happens to be fascism in practice. Appreciate you calling attention to yourself. I mean well, but what the fuck do I know? I'm censored on the DARPA internet. Unlike these superficial internet babies who are not worth their salt and are by all rights the problem. That's why ICE exists. Pretend that you're, I'm helping. Much in the same way as I think of that character from The Simpsons, Ralph. That's what I think of when I see shit like this. Because it's shit. Goes nowhere, means nothing, and is fuck all. It's a flowery sentiment for superficial people. Here's the original video before I decided to see if my comments are still being erased from the DARPA internet. Specifically on Zionist TikTok. Read the words. You can do it. Now consider this. Once again, read the words on the screen. Because you're invested and involved.